Alright, this is still another video on improvising on the Christmas song, Silent Night. The reason I'm doing so many, it's just a perfect vehicle for showing improvisation, what you can do with it. Okay, well the first thing is the rhythm. 1, 2, let's get this on here. That would help, wouldn't it? Okay. 1, 2, and 3, 1. Now, that rhythm can be changed. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. It's not in 4, is it? 1, 2, and 3, 1. It's 3, yeah. 1, 2, and 3, and 1. No, 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, 3. You got some syncopations in there. Jazz is, or has, just loads of syncopations. It's part of jazz. So you have to get used to using this idea of syncopations. Now notice I'm putting this on the beat rather than 1, 2, and, on the and beat, the upbeat. 1, 2, and. So I put it on 2. Then the next beat on and instead of 1, 2, and 3. You also could do 1, 2, 3, and 1, and 2, 3, 2, 3, and 1. You're using exactly the same notes, but it's just a matter of rhythm. 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3, and 1, and 2, 3, and... You see, put a lot of syncopations in there. If you can work with just that one thing, that would help enormously in your concept of how music is put together rhythmically. And rhythm is one of the main parts of music. And syncopations as of jazz. So, 1, 2, 3. Okay, just getting ahead of yourself, of ourselves, myself. 2, 1, 2, and 3, and you can do that. 1, 2, and 3, and 1, and 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3. That's correct. Now tie it to 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. 1 and 1, 2, and 3. 1 and 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2, 1, 2 and 3. The more syncopations you get in, the better, because then you're feeling the basic beat but playing on the upper note. Now, of course, 1, 2, and 3, and 1 and 2 and 3. 1, 2, and 3, and 1 and 2, 3, and 2. I was going to go to your sub down to down. 1, 2, and 3, 1 and 2 and 3. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 1 and 2, and 2. Remember, 1 and. That's another. You put this on the off beat or the and beat, and you put this on 1 and 2. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 1 and 2 and 1, 1 and 2 and 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 and 3. 1, 2, 3. there you have it. Your and beats. 1, 2, 3, and 1 and 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1 and 2, 3, and 1, and 1, and 1 and 2. You could do the and 1 and. Now, you may get confused by this. You're going to have to work with it. 1, 2, 3, and 1 and 2 and 3. 1, 2 and 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, and 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3. See what? 1, 2, and 3. If you want to put in that passing note. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 3, and 2, and 3, and 1, 2, 3, 2. And by the way, that last chord, that's classical. That's more the modern sound, putting in the ninth. This left hand, I think I've mentioned this before in Silent Night. Up 5 notes to G, and then from G up 5 notes, which is the ninth, by the way, of C. 1, 2, 2 and 9 are the same note. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That gives a little bit of sparkle, you know, like tinsel and decorations and lights give a green Christmas tree sparkle. Without all the decorations on it, it's just a green Christmas tree, which is nice, but that wouldn't have any sparkle to it. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. Work with that. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, and 3, and 1. 1 and 2 and 3, 1. Sometimes you're on the first beat, fine. Sometimes you're after the first beat. Sometimes you're right before the first beat on the upbeat. 1 and 2, 3. Let's see. Right. 1, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 1, and. Just doing a little exercise like that. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 1, and 2. It gives it more meaning. It gives it more motion. Rather than just simply 1, 2, 3. You've got to be careful that Silent Night should be played as Silent Night. You know, 1, 2, 3, and 1, and 2. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Maybe that was overdoing it a little bit, but even that, as far as practice is concerned, is very good. Then you get more into just simply being creative about your syncopations and making them more meaningful rather than just everywhere. Everywhere for drills are fine, but everywhere for music sometimes just won't work. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and. One, two, three, one. So I was on 2, 3, then I was on 2 up here. So this is 2, this is 1. It's pure mathematics, not mathematics, it's arithmetic. Just first grade arithmetic. 1, 2, 3, that's about it. So you can work with this, and it's interesting. You will find some very interesting things. And the other videos I mentioned, putting in ninths. 1, 2, and 3, 1. 1 and 2 and 3, 1, 2, 3. 1 and 2 and 3, 1, 2, 3, 1 and 3, 1, 2, 3, going back, that's 2 and this is 1. Don't ever feel as though you're making mistakes. Mistakes are not part of improvisation. When you speak, you never speak exactly correctly all the time. You will mispronounce words, you will put a word in that you didn't mean, you wouldn't finish a sentence. You do all sorts of things but you get the meaning across. And that's the important thing. Get the meaning across. And the meaning in music is basically the beat. 1, 2, 3, 1. If you've got 1, 2, 3, you've got meaning. In an orchestra, the 1, 2, 3 is the only meaning that's really there. That's, well, I shouldn't say the only meaning. It's the most important part of the music, because if everybody isn't playing on, you know, the meter and have a feel for it, the orchestra will not sound well. Therefore there's no communication of any music. But orchestras do. All the musicians are basically professional musicians, and they certainly feel the music. And they're watching the conductor. Well, the conductor is doing 1, 2, 3, or whatever. But even at that, there is this feel, this pulse of 1, 2, 3. Not just simply 1, 2, 3, you know, mechanical. So rhythm is vital in making music. So when you play Silent Night, make sure that you have that feeling in rhythm, even if you play it straight. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3. I was thinking about something different. 1, 2, 3, 1. Enough for today. Enjoy it and experiment with rhythms.